Originally, House Bill 1644 created the Southeast Service Line Transit District. And that means a lot, because what it affords the communities to do is to, first of all, be able to levy resources in support of building the line, the stations, and so forth, and basically have a local match with the monies that they're applying to the federal government for.
It's important that we have men and women in Springfield who see the future, have a vision, and one of those good visions is making sure we have a district here, a transit district, that can work hard for a metro line. I think there's about 33 miles or something like that, or is it 33 miles from Crete's Balmoral Park all the way to downtown Chicago and the LaSalle Street Station, and stops in Crete, as well as Steger and South Chicago Heights, Glenwood and Thornton, South Holland, Dalton, 115th Street in Chicago, Gresham, 35th Street. This is obviously a big challenge for all of us, whether it's U.S. Cellular, or getting to St. James Hospital, or Ford Motor Company, or downtown in the Loop. We want to make sure people can get there in an efficient manner.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends, long time coming, but this is a day that we all can be proud of, because it really took the work of a lot of you for a long time to make sure that these things happen. Before I get started, I want to sort of thank my colleagues. You do have a lot of very able legislators working for you from the Southland region.
Well, we're going to hear from Toy in just a second. I think Al pointed out that it was a team effort. He led the team, and we have members of the General Assembly who helped pass this legislation. The leader of our Black Caucus, and Will Davis, Representative Will Davis, is here, and a brand new colleague, Representative Thaddeus Jones, is with us as well. Representative Anthony DeLuca, and former representative, but he's not. His days in public service are not over. I'm here to tell you, and that's Representative David Miller. David, thank you for joining us.
District. So this piece of legislation does a couple of things. The most important of which is it sends a message about how serious we are about a regional approach to what we need here. It's time to change the paradigm on how we move people and things and goods and services. We've seen investment all over this state that's bypassed us. It's our time. Make no small plans. Make no small plans. And it's amazing. Thank you.
20 communities, over 50 businesses. What a difference 33 miles and 13 stations can make to the economic health of a region. And
so this governor, Governor Quinn, is a man of his word, and he coined himself as the jobs governor. This project alone will bring about 10,000 jobs. You look at the ancillary jobs in and around this Southeast Service rail, and you're talking about tens of thousands of jobs. You combine that with an intermodal, you combine that with an airport, you combine that with another exchange coming off 57 294, an Illinois Expressway, and you're beginning to see that this can be the mecca for economic development, not just in the state, but in the country, if we do this right.
One of the things that's just a fact, we have a very large concentration of population. Over 750,000 people live in the Southland. We also have the longest times to work out of any region in the metropolitan area, and I think that's a telling metric. It means that people are driving their cars and finding other ways, taking the train. There's a lot of people who need to go into the central business district for work. So what does that say? It says that we have a lot of people out in the south suburbs. It says that we're using other modes along with the trains to get to work. It also talks about a dearth of employment opportunities in the south suburban area. So it really means a lot of things. One thing that this line would do is it would afford us another mode to be able to move people downtown. Presently, the Metro Electric line that goes to University Park takes care of all of the people who live way east of us. along those communities that are going to be part of the Southeast Service Line. So if you live in Calumet City, if you live in Dalton, if you live in any of those cities over toward the eastern boundary of Illinois, you've got to come all the way to Richton Park or Park Forest to take the train. It'll afford those people the opportunity to go from all the way from Crete all the way to downtown Chicago. So we're moving more people. We will be taking cars off of the street, and we'll be affording those folks an opportunity to use a mode of transit that so many other areas in our metropolitan area have.